Not just for you.
Oh,
Stop.
I take about 45, but I'll just take a few. Thank you, Madam Chairwoman and members of the Election Committee. My name again is Lacey Dawson, and I'm from Detroit, just representing Detroit. When I was growing up, democracy was a term in our household that was very, very, very important to us. And I couldn't wait to the day that I got the opportunity to vote. When I turned 18, got my voter registration card, and was able to cast my vote, that was a very proud day for me. Some kind of way, I won't say unfortunately, but I got wrangled into doing a lot of volunteer work with voters in the city of Detroit. And what I found was that a lot of voters in Detroit have been disengaged from the process. And a lot of times when we're out in the community talking to voters, we often ask, well, why don't you vote? You know, people died for your right to vote. People fought for your right to vote. And a lot of people have heard about this thing called the Electoral College system. And what they have stated is that, one, they're confused about the system. What they have heard is rumor that when you vote, it really doesn't count because the Electoral College are the individuals that make that decision for you. So I did a lot of investigation on this issue, and I was able to go out there and champion the issue that in Michigan, democracy is protected. Democracy is protected because we have a popular vote that dictates what our Electoral College does for us and on our behalf. And so when I heard about this issue coming up, about this Electoral College change, it really frightened me. Because now we have to go out to the community with a different narrative, a narrative that is more confusing than the narrative that is already out there. We have to go to young, Black, Latino, people of color and say to them, yes, your vote counts, but if we change the Electoral College system, we may not win the election, even though our votes were with the popular vote. So I'm just a little afraid that this bill may take from citizens that one opportunity to utilize their voice, to have confidence in the democracy that is America, to have confidence in the great state of Michigan that plays by rules that have been indoctrinated in America. I am very afraid that the message that we would have to go out and give to voters who we're trying to continue to pull into this system will be one which would continue and further disengage them from the process. So with that in mind, I would say I would really like you to consider to not adopt this bill and to consider, adopting some of the other methods and measures nationally and locally that protect democracy in the great United States of America, the great state of Michigan, and the great city of Detroit. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Next, I'd like to call